welcome. I have my beautiful model Emily in the studio, and I feel terrible because I've been thinking she's like 4 years old. Turns out she's 7. This little bitty girl is 7 years old, but she's my model, and I'm going to do a cool design on her today. Hopefully it's just in time that you guys can use it for Easter, or you can just change out the middle piece and use it whenever you want to. So let's get started. Start off by using my rainbow cake. This is a new one. It's rainbow. I really like these colors because they're perfect time for spring too. So I'm just going to load it by spritzing some water and getting it wet. And then I'm going to take a sponge and I'm just going to rub it right over the surface. Sorry if I'm getting you wet. So I'm rubbing it right over the surface of the sponge so that I can pick up the colors right on top of there. I'm going to have her close her eyes just like so, and I'm going to tap on the color as you've seen me do in so many different cases. So by stippling it on, I get that nice blend, and what I do on one side I'm going to do on the other side. So in just kind of tapping it on there and pressing out the color, that way I get these beautiful blends immediately. More there, and then I just tap it and I'm going to cover right over the bridge of her nose. And she is doing awesome. So you see this beautiful blended color. If you could turn this way, it's really fast, really easy, especially if you're comfortable with working with your rainbow cake. We're going to be creating a little Easter egg chickie, and for many of you that don't know, here's a little trivia about me. My husband is a pastor, so this is particularly cool because I get to give a lesson while I'm face painting at his church, and I enjoy it. So basically the chicken, or the little chick with Easter, is really a metaphor about the chick hatching is really a metaphor about Jesus rising. So if you ever wanted to incorporate that into your face painting, if you're doing any church work, that's a little fact that you can bring up. So I'm going to start off by making kind of like a half circle right in between her eyes, right inside of there, and I do it using white. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. So I make it right inside of there. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of yellow and I'm going to make a half circle on top of my broken egg, right inside of there. And then I'll make another kind of like an egg shape on top of it. And that'll be the head for my little chicken right inside of there. Now you do want the head to be a little bit more of, I would say, kind of like an egg shape. So there's going to be a point and then rounder sides, because that's usually where the fur is. Now for the wings on your chicken, we are going to just make these kind of teardrops heading up, just like that. I'm going to add just another kind of teardrop right on top of it, and another one, until I have kind of like my little ruffled feathers right inside of there. So just right inside of there, I'm just going to create 2 little white dots. That's for the eyes, right inside. And then I'm going to create a little triangle nose right inside of the middle. So right in here, just making a quick little triangle. And I'm going to kind of make 2 half circles just like that on the cheeks as well. So a triangle and 2 half circles, and then I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of an orange kind of to highlight the wings right inside of there as well. Using my double filbert brush, which you guys have seen me use before, I'm just going to load my brush again with a little bit of white paint. And you want to get a good load so that you can make some really nice daisies. So then right around our little chicken right here, we're going to create our flowers by pressing and pulling in and working in a circle. And you want to make sure that the tip is always facing the outside. So I'm pressing and pulling in, working in a circle. So now I have my 2 daisies. Since this is my little spring chicken, I'm going to roll her around right in here. So again, I'm just pressing, pulling, and working in a circle. And I love this brush for this reason, because you kind of get these beautiful fast flowers as long as you're able to work in a circle. you can see that I made just 4 little flowers, and I can go in between and I can add smaller ones there too. And then I will just add right here, I'm going to add some teardrops heading into it. So press and pull, press and pull, press and pull right inside of there. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Press and pull, press and pull, press and pull. Now the important part to see with this brush is that because it has that split at the end, then I get these really cool teardrops right there that give you that different shape that you probably wouldn't see otherwise unless you did double teardrops. I'm going to switch to a thinner brush. This is a number 3. It's kind of a, I would consider it to be a detail brush for me. Might not be for you, might still be a little thick. So I'm going to start at the base of my chicken right inside of here. So I come up and I'm going to make like a half circle, and I'm going to come up and make a half circle. So that's the beginning of my cheeks kind of for this cartoonish chicken. I'm going to finish tracing the head, and now I'm going to trace the eyes. And you can give your little chicken a few little few little eyelashes, and then I'll trace the beak right inside of there. So now you can see her little chicken head, and then I'll do the same thing and just finish outlining my little chicken right here to the base of the egg. And then all I'm doing is just kind of tracing that egg. Since it's a cracked egg, you want to make sure that you're leaving the crack marks. And then I'm going to finish outlining my wings. You want them to meet all the way to the base. I'm going to make a little swirl right inside of the middle of them. And I'll do that on this side as well. If you're somebody who likes to practice your designs, you can go in and create a little bit more of a design inside of your Easter egg if you want to. So I just added kind of like a little squiggly line. Taking my number 3 brush, and then all I'm going to do is just use them to make smaller flowers. So what I meant by that is I'm just going to press and pull and make a series of smaller flowers in between, so I can fill in these spaces by just pressing and pulling in. So I'll fit another one in right there by just pressing and pulling in my teardrops. I can also make more little flowers. So turn your head a little bit this way. So I'm just turn a little bit more this way. Thank you. So all I'm going to do right inside of here again is press and pull so that I have these little flowers in between my big flowers. So I follow the shape since it has that little split at the end. I came right off of it, and I'll do the same thing on this side. So I just came down, followed it around the whole shape. And that's the easy part about this, is that once the shape is there, it gives you a nice guideline of where you're going to go. So I'm just adding a little bit of color in between my smaller flowers, just like that, to kind of bring them out. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is give her some lipstick. Do you like lipstick, Emily? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's my kind of girl. Give her a nice soft color. You don't want to go too strong. So I'm just adding a little bit of lipstick. And then a little bit of glitter we're going to give her. So I'm just going to be using a little bit of this white fairy dust glitter, and I'm going to be tapping it on top of my little daisies. Just like that. All right, everybody, happy Easter. I hope everybody has a great time. I hope to see you guys in Detroit and at the New York IMATs. So have a great day.